Okay, let's have a 5-minute game, I think, on ICC 1 or 2 today. And that was 5-minute auto pairing, yeah. 5-minute, 5-minute. So arcice, okay, maybe normal mainline kind of Sicilian. It's going to be a pin variation. Just putting in the pre-move. I'll let him pin. Maybe just bishop d3. Oh, okay. What about a Keres attack? I'll play g4 here. That's kind of aggressive as well, isn't it? g4, g5. Maybe I'll play it prematurely. I won't wait. And then try maybe bishop e3, f3, queen d2. So, is he going to castle on the king side, or I just off-put that idea? Knight b5 would be a Bronstein type knight sack for 3 pawns. If I can get d6 as well, and play that, or f4, f5, just encourage e5, then knight d5, or bishop g2 first. Maybe just, I don't know, bishop h3, h5, g6, just undermine e6. That's tempting, playing bishop h3, given I played h4. Okay. Mind you, c4 is going to be weak, so knight e5 to c4. So I play b3. If I play b3, major downsides? Not sure. Maybe king b1 first, bishop h3, knight e5, then b3. Knight e2 to g3, I think f3 first to anticipate b4 without losing e4 pawn. So, okay, get the knight out to g3. I think it's still towards the centre, while protecting e4, maybe useful for knight f5 later. No knight b3 or knight d3 at the moment. Nothing dangerous at the moment. So king b1 anyway, just safeguarding that queen behind my king. Get onto this plan one day of maybe bishop h3, but I don't know, knight e5 is coming in strong. But keeping the bishop here, if I kept the bishop there and played just knight g3, then I could play f4 because e4 would be supported, and f5. Would it be a big deal? He just plays e5, but then, I don't know, d5 is weak. That could be a way of playing the position, just knight g3 and f4. Maybe even knight g3, f4, bishop g2, just get the bishop on diagonal. Stronger. So that's interesting. Knight c6 is not particularly useful from any strategic point of view, are they? I don't think so, unless this bishop was on diagonal. So let's go with this plan. Keep the bishop here for the c4 square for that, you know, knight e5 to c4 without playing b3, because b3, a5, a4 in any case, it's got a bit of a downside. But this plan, it seems this is a logical rerouting. I've played this against Murugan once, was back. Someone recommended this maneuver. It's nice to use your knight rather than say on the rim or anything. Now I'm still in the firing line of that knight, that rook. But if I play knight b3, does it extinguish that? I think I will a little bit, because I can just take. And if he's going to play a5, he's blocked his own a pawn a bit. So, but can I get on with my own plans one day? I wonder in this position. Maybe I'm going to have to just play from bishop c4 here. He's not going to budge on. He's not going to put his king on the king side. So if I get in with this plan, and this is something tactical, no, I think. So I'll just take on c4. Then just play f5. There's knight a5 as a possibility. It doesn't do anything though. I think just f5. Just strategically trying to get a bit more. Maybe g6 now is becoming possible. h5, g6 first. Getting a big space advantage maybe. Mind you, every time I play that, then bishop f6 and it's on b2. The knight takes a5 here. Free pawn, there's knight c3, check. That looks dangerous. But then there's queen takes c3, because I'm attacking his queen. So I think I might do that. So knight c3, just queen takes c3. Otherwise, you know, discover check and everything. But now, I don't know, that's an important pawn maybe. I can go back to b3 after, keep a space advantage. No possibility of a4s now. We'll have bishop d4 pointing there, because this bishop otherwise is coming over. If he plays e5, then again strategically d5 weaker. Okay, so what do I plot this bishop? e3 maybe. Okay, he's going to work on the a file now, but queen d5 hits b5 and a8. So knight c3 check coming in. Maybe not deadly at the moment. Maybe knight c1 might be worth playing, but then rook b8. If I allow the check, takes queen a2. It's got near mating net, unless I've got queen a8. Do I need to allow this stuff? Right, just queen d3 here. Queen d3. See where his queen's going. The knight's protecting a1, hoping I'm not getting mated. King's got an escape to go in fury. He's going to sack the knight at some point. So knight c3 takes, queen a2, king c1. Right, there's no way of checking. Queen d5. Can I start running with the king here? Is that outrageous? No, I'll lose b2. Okay, what to do? Get the knight to d5, if I f1. Play f6. What about f6? That looks cool actually. For d6. I can get that back over there. Then knight f5. So if I take on d6, bishop c5 might be a threat. Well, the knight's covering at the moment. Knight f5. Strategically, what does it do? Just weakens maybe the light squares a bit. Knight f5. Okay, let's go for that. Knight f5. Mind you, you can take and play. No, you can't take queen f6. Okay, so he's building up threats here. No, he hasn't got queen a6. He hasn't got queen a7. I can take a knight d6 here. That's a nice tactic. Take a knight d6. Forceful tactic, forcing variation. Okay, I think that's the end of black here. Knight c5 looks crushing. Next, if he doesn't play bishop e7. Well, knight c5 anyway, I've got support for knight c5. Okay. Whoa! So the attack there really didn't take off on the pardon me. It didn't take off on the king side. This is going through slowly. Let's just use this one instead. Okay. So, okay. If we fast forward here, it gets fed in, and then we can use this one. Okay. So Keres attack, but with not really getting a punch through on the king side, just seemingly defending for a long time. So just knight a5 was cheeky because knight c3, there's queen takes c3. But then so the steam was taken out of his attack. So maybe I've learnt from Rybka, just munch the opponent's attack instead of going for the opponent's king. You just munch all their attacking resources potentially. No, I came through the centre now though. So knight f5 was dangerous for knight d6s now. So this just fell tactically. Okay, comments or questions on YouTube? Thanks very much.